Thanks for tuning in to this week's jazz piano short practice idea. And what we are practicing this week are the whole tone scales. And not only are we practicing the whole tone scales, but we are practicing the best way to practice your whole tone scales, which is in mirror image. So we're going to be thinking about them in two different sets, because there's only two whole tone scales. There's the one that includes the 3 black notes, and there's the one that includes the set of 2 black notes. So the reason that we're going to be practicing them in mirror image and in contrary motion is because if we can internalize this and get this into our hands, it really gives us a great tool to add something interesting into any of our arrangements, and it can become a flashy lick very easily. It's not very often where we really want to play whole tone scales going locked hands up many octaves or down many octaves. And so if you had a choice, I just think it's always better to be practicing something that's a little more interesting, a little more musical. And as jazz pianists, if we can get some extra contrary motion going, that's always a huge win for all of us. So for this, we'll call it the C whole tone scale. We're going to start with thumbs on C and E. And we're going to play out, and we're going to use the same fingering. That's the great thing about practicing things in mirror image or contrary motion on the piano, is that our hands are mirror images, so the fingering is the exact same. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, reach under, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we bring it back together, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it feels pretty good when you play opposite directions here when we're working on this whole tone scale, but one thing you have to be careful of is that going 1, 2, 1 right there, that's kind of clunky as you speed things up. Like this portion right here, I can play that at light speed, right? You can play it really, really fast, but you have to slow that. To play this scale evenly and to practice this drill evenly, you have to slow down this first part to get to a speed where you can play this kind of clunky portion, and then your scales get a little more even. We want to try to practice evenly if possible. Okay, so you start with that exercise and you work that up to speed. See there? How fast can I do that? That's my question. Need to warm up a little more. Now the other scale here, starting on number 2s, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now this one is a little bit easier to play evenly because you don't have a weird 1, 2, 1 fingering. Okay, so we want to start practicing those, and you want to practice them in different speeds and try to get them even. And then when you want to try to inject them, it's kind of fun. Like they work great when you see a dominant chord. You can play the corresponding whole tone scale that includes the root of that dominant chord. So let's say I'm going to play the Easy Winners. I want to play a little intro lick. I know that Easy Winner starts in the key of F major. So I pick the whole tone scale that includes C. So that's this whole tone scale. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play that exercise or that drill out until either my right hand gets to a melody note or my left hand gets to a bass note. Then I'm going to jump the other hand. So I might go. Okay, let's see that again. Oops. Very flashy. Can I do it here? Kind of. So how you use it is up to you, but start drilling these whole tone scales in contrary motion because they're much more interesting and fun, and they become these great little licks you can insert. All right, happy practicing, everybody. Let's try this again. Let's see.